Hello, everybody. How are you all? Hope you're doing great. So, welcome back to another reading and speaking lesson with me today. Yes, so today again I have brought a read aloud session for all of you. Now, read alouds are very important in order to improve your English speaking skills and pronunciation. If you want to improve your fluency, the way you speak English, with the flow that you speak English, if you want to improve that, definitely read aloud is very important. And I often bring these read aloud sessions for all of you that you love a lot. And it's been a while, we haven't done a read aloud session in a while. So today again, I have brought a read aloud session for all of you with one of my favorite novels, that's the Jane Eyre. Now, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, it's a classic. It's a classic. And Jane Eyre is something that is considered to be the starting of supernatural, gothicness, although it was considered as a romance in its time. But this is just not romance. It's actually feminism, romance, drama, gothic, Bildungsroman wrapped into one novel. Now, what is Bildungsroman? Oh my god, I'm using certain terms here. Bildungsromans is basically a genre of novel where a person's journey to attain some kind of adulthood, the maturity, the psychological maturity, when a person attains some character development and some psychological maturity about life in general, that's called Bildungsroman. So this is a great novel to read, and today I'm going to read aloud this novel for all of you. Are you ready for this? Well, I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you don't miss out on any lesson that I post on the channel for you. You get one video lesson every day on the channel. Like the video, share it with your friends too. Coming back to today's read aloud lesson. So what you have to do is you have to listen to me carefully. And when I read the novel, pay attention to the way I'm speaking, how I'm reading it out loud. So this is going to be a great listening practice for you and speaking practice too. Once I'm done with the lesson, done with the reading, what you can do is you can rewind the speaking section and then you can probably speak with me, a kind of shadow kind of thing. So it's reading and speaking, read aloud. And apply whatever I'm reading in this lesson to the read aloud sessions you are having yourself. When you read aloud something, try to read aloud in the way I am reading aloud this particular novel for you. Okay, let's begin with Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. So I'm going to read chapter number 5 for you. If you want to read along with me, if you've got the novel, chapter number 5. Please turn to chapter number 5 of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Now let's begin with the read aloud. Listen to me very carefully because this is going to be really important for your speaking skills and your fluency. Also pay attention to the pronunciation because read aloud is important for that. Okay, let's begin now. 5 o'clock had hardly struck on the morning of the 19th of January when Busy brought a candle into my closet and found me already up and nearly dressed. I had risen half an hour before her entrance and had washed my face and put on my clothes by the light of half moon just setting, whose rays streamed through the narrow window near my crib. I was to leave Gateshead that day by a coach which passed the lodge gates at 6 a.m. Busy was the only person yet risen. She had lit a fire in the nursery, where she now proceeded to make my breakfast. Few children can eat when excited with thoughts of a journey, nor could I. Busy, having pressed me in vain to take a few spoonfuls of the boiled milk and bread she had prepared for me, wrapped up some biscuits in a paper